Welcome back to Super Mario 3D Land, and yes, like every other episode I've done, this is post-commentary. Last time we tackled World 6, and right now we reached World 7. And looks like we're getting ourselves another letter, as always, by Bowser. And I got a bad feeling about this. Very bad. Oh boy, looks like Bowser's sending out all the stops just to get Princess Peach captured. Yeah, I apologize since I messed up since I'm not really that good at commentary. But we've arrived now at World 7, and to let you guys know, this is post-commentary, and I figured it'd be better since, well, I have a lot to say while I do it. But, though, truth is, I have a tendency to mess up every single time. So this is the first level, and what you see in the distance is the gold ring, but we won't be dealing with that till much later. Why do I say this? Because I took a really long time going through this level. Yeah, it was really long, let me tell you, it was really long. Now, before I say anything else, I just want to say, at around this time, I got myself a really bad cough. It started off as being sick, since, yeah, I did get sick, and it really sucks. But eventually, it just turned into a bad cough, which is really problematic. Well, we've arrived underwater, though that's just a blessing in disguise, since we're just trying to progress through and get all 3 star coins for this world. I already did that with all the other worlds, and this is no exception. Though truth is, I kept messing up at times, so sue me. Anyway, we're heading underwater, dodging Cheep Cheeps. Since we're in Tanuki suit mode, we can just basically whack these Cheep Cheeps. But upon doing this, I really had a hard time trying to find where all the star coins are. I don't know why, maybe it's just due to the fact that I never made it this far. Yeah, I'm just saying it because it's just really, really tough. Yeah, I know, but right now I'm just trying to progress this through nice and slowly without getting hit. Well, I did get hit, but that's besides the point. The point is that, well, I'm trying to go through a really difficult world. And there's that Porky Puffer there from a distance. If you've been seeing my new Super Mario Bros. U playthrough, then you pretty much know that these Porky Puffers are bad news. Very bad, since I had to whack out both of them. Though I wondered if I would get a star coin here, but it turns out there wasn't. Guess I was wrong. All there is just basically a passageway so you can get more coins. Nothing fancy, I guess, but that's besides it. Well, yeah, another reason why it took really too long is because I didn't really know where to find what to do. Yeah, on hindsight, I could have just completed the level like quick, but upon recording it, I just really wasn't that focused. I just wanted to get it out of the way, and in my stupor, I ended up getting hit numerous times. And yes, I do die here, die later on, but you get the point. The point is that basically, I'm enjoying these playthroughs as much. Don't worry, I will provide my thoughts in a review to let everyone know. And I skipped the checkpoint, but I did it for a reason, and you'll see what I mean later on. I'm just right now dodging these large fish, though they can be taken out easily with the use of Fire Flower. And I should have gotten the Fire Flower from the beginning, which would have really helped me. And look, there's an extra life, that helps me out a lot. Though that's nothing compared to what happens here. Yeah, I had to wait till the fish move out of the way so that way I can progress. Anyway, I'm continuing on, and there's another Porky Puffer. Porky Puffers are large purple fish that can home in on you, and they're a real pain in the butt. Don't believe me? You should see my playthrough, I believe, of World 6 of New Super Mario Bros. U, and you'll see what I mean. Even on the other side, these Porky Puffers react. If I did swear, I apologize. And I believe I nearly got hit, but I had to move because I had to get like star coin number 2. But this is actually star coin number 3, and all the star coins are right next to each other. The reason why it took way too long because I didn't know what to do. I was trying to find out where is it? Come on already. So I was looking around trying to find anything, and in the process I ended up getting hit. And believe me, I got hit a lot in this level. Though the minimum amount of hits you could take, like about 2 or 3 hits, and then you're dead. I think it's 2 hit minimum if you're fully powered, because in earlier Mario games you basically get like 2 hits. Though if it's 3 hits, then you're dead. Later on it's just 3 hits and you're dead. Though later on in Super Mario 64, they introduced the life meter, and depending on how hard you get hit, you would end up losing a lot of life. It followed on into later games, and there's an extra timer right there, so I can make use of that. And I simply forgot it altogether because I didn't really know what I was doing, and I got the checkpoint, which if you hit the checkpoint while you're at Small Mario, you can return to Super Mario again, which is pretty nice, and I like that feature. Though right now I'm trying to get like all the red coins, since getting all 5 of them will net me like a nifty power-up, or in this case a Fire Flower. Now I can use the Fire Flower to get my revenge on these annoying little... These annoying large eels. Yeah, these large eels are truly a pain, but it's just right now I'm just completely lost. And I really didn't know what I was doing, too. I'm just basically saying, you know what, I'm just going to get my revenge on these stupid eels because they really gave me pain. Though I do believe a total of 12 hits could basically take them down, but I don't know. Maybe I may be wrong, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, I also have a lot of things I want to address, but it's going to be really short. So at the time of this, like, if it's uploaded right now, I'm no longer do Let's Plays, and I've already explained everything in my channel update, so if you want to know everything about it, make sure you check it out. And I want people to see it so that way they know that I mean it, because recently a lot of Let's Players are leaving the community for a variety of reasons. Some are personal, but others is just they want to put their focus now on their studies, because many of the LPers I see every day are young, and they always go back to school and stuff like that, and schoolwork takes a lot of time out of them. And I already got myself the last star coin, since thank God for that, and I gotta watch out. Oh wait, I did it because I get hit, and that's the annoying part of this level. If you have the 3D turned off, basically you don't even know what to expect. I really am not kidding. You don't really know what to expect. Though I'm at the end of the level, though I'm running out of time because I wasted too long as it is. In reality, I would have done a lot better job, and if I still had my Tanuki power, I would have made this look easy. I was trying to do the long jump, and I ended up messing up in the process. Oh, look at that, I got another 1-up. I don't think I really complained that better. Anyway, I'm trying to time my jump, but due to the fact that I'm right next to the pipe, I end up hitting it and stuff like that. But don't worry, I get like all these flagpoles off screen to let you know. And with it, we complete the first level of World 7. Admittedly, this is the reason why I always falter my lines all the time. But don't worry, I progress it like it's nothing, so don't worry, I'll be alright. Anyway, we got one area down, and yes, I know. Anytime if you take like way too long playing a game, you need to make sure you take a break. It's important because you don't want to like doze off and fall asleep while you're playing a game. You got to make sure you take breaks. It's a necessity when you play video games. Like if you like play like for hours, take at most like an hour or 2 hours break, so that way you can get your time to relax, eat something, get some fluids into your system, etc. At least to get your mind out of it. Besides, it's not really my obsession or anything, but I always take breaks whenever given the chance. Hence why I don't really get breaks from my computer, hence why I have all these bags under my eyes. Yeah, that sucks. So anyway, we're in the second area, and we're trying to dodge these spike chains that are like moving left and right like a carousel. Not really like a carousel, but it's like a seesaw, left and right and so on. Just make sure you gotta watch out though, because if you get hit, you'll end up being really in a bind. Yeah, I'm in Super Mario. I don't have like any support power-ups or anything, so I have to be cautious nonetheless, because I don't want to get hit. And if I do get hit, it's gonna really suck, and I can end up losing a life, and that can be really bad for me. So, like any normal person do. Oh, I get hit, and I'm now Small Mario again. Though fortunately, if you hit the checkpoint by the time you reach it, you should be able to be back to normal, which is good enough. So I'm already moving out, and there I believe is the checkpoint, but we gotta watch out for these chain chomps. These chain chomps are nasty buggers. They're really nasty. Oh, I forgot. I hit a block, and it gives me a mushroom. Though if I would have waited till after the checkpoint, I would have gotten myself like at least like a soup, like a fireflower or something. It would have helped me out, but I believe the Tanuki suit will help me. Though, once you reach the special world and get access to the Tanuki with the red scarf, that's where the real fun begins, because now you actually feel like you're using the Tanuki suit from Super Mario Bros. 3. Though truth is, recently I've been watching username Some Call Me Johnny's videos, and they're just so hilarious. His Versus series, where he basically picks apart certain games, is just really, really enjoyable. I really mean it. You'll really like it, and I highly recommend it. Personally, my favorite of his reviews are like the Versus series, especially with the Pokemon month. It makes me feel like I have a sense of nostalgia. And this is where I fail. Doesn't really matter because I complete Area 2. Don't worry, folks. I take care of everything off screen. You have my word on that. Though there's a Toad House nearby which can net yourself a much-deserved item, though truth is, you're going to need that item, believe me. And why not? But we can also continue on our way to Area 3, but we have to unlock it first. So let's take care of the Toad House first. Yeah, you can get yourself a much-needed present. And it can depend, too. Sometimes you can get one item, other times you can actually get 2 items, which can really help. And though in the special worlds, the most you'll be getting is like these these metal Tanuki leaves. They give you the power to be like the real Tanuki Mario from Mario 3. I've already explained that, but you get my point. Oh, and also, I believe spot passes and street passes help you reinvigorate the mushrooms, which can really help. Now, to get access to this third area right here, you need 70 star coins. I have around 112, so I'm not that worried either way. And we unlock ourselves a pretty interesting area. Let's tackle Area 3, where the night is Like, ugh, I really forget my lines all the time, but whatever. I don't think it matters. Anyway, we tackle Area 3, and we're going to be relying on a lot of platforming because we're like walking through tight-ropes. This is mostly a tightrope level where you not only have to dodge some enemies, but you also have to dodge some fuzzies. And fuzzies are really annoying bunch. If you don't believe me, you should check out my new Super Mario Bros. U playthrough in World 6. Yeah, I messed up my lines, but you get my point. The point exactly is this, is that when you reach a certain point in the game, that's when things get really dicey, and you gotta really put the pedal to the metal. Though dealing with this Piranha Plant is pretty easy since I can go over and then take them down. And the first star coin is pretty easy enough. You could choose to go either get it high or get it low. It doesn't really matter which, since they make getting star coins a bit easy. Not all easy if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're going at this run pretty blind. Though this next part here, you need to hit these up blocks so that way you can be able to use them as platforms. Though the only problem I have with this is that even if I were to reach it high enough, you also got to deal with an annoying Piranha Plant. The best suggestion at hand is basically you need to hit the block so that way you can not only block the attack, but you can also use it as a platform to get up there. And that, I believe, is actually pretty clever. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. You basically need to hit the star and run as fast as possible to knock out some enemies. If you knock out 5 enemies in a row, you'll net yourself a 1-up. Sometimes you'll get more if you're lucky enough. Here, I got myself 3 extra lives. Not that it matters, since the game can be really generous with extra lives. Anyway, we're progressing through now. We hit the checkpoint, and now it looks like we're going to keep our eyes open. There's a star coin up top, but up there's some toads. I wonder what for. And they net me 2 mushrooms. Sure, mushrooms can be a great power-up to use, but it only be using full, well, yeah, you can only use them when you need it. Besides, you never know what to expect, right, in a game like this? Yeah, because when you play games like Mario 3D Land, the whole point of this is just basically go from A to B, all while trying to dodge anything and everything that gets in your way. And we're about to get the 3rd star coin. We gotta watch out for that fuzzy. These fuzzies are so annoying to deal with. And like that, we skip the fuzzies altogether. Though we're gonna do with more floating platforms. Yeah, these floating, like, they look like Ladybug enemies, but except they're more robotic. I don't know why. If I didn't know any better, I would be surprised if I took on Ledians or something like that. Either way, we're almost at the end of the level, since, quite frankly, I'm actually getting the hang off this jumping thing. Though this last part here is ridiculously easy. You just need to be at a high enough distance. To do that, you need to hit these up blocks. Once you hit these up blocks enough, you should be able to have a passageway that can help you reach upwards. Though right now I had to make sure I had to go high enough so that way I can do that. And like that, I make it look easy. And the best thing about this is that I actually get my hands on the 1-up. Not to mention the gold flag. All too easy. Yeah, it's a running gag, so that's it for Area 3. Though at least I'm doing a little better. However, my mom recently gave me chicken soup and it helped me out a lot. Anyway, we're now going to keep on going, and now we tackle another area. This time we're inside a clock tower. Though I don't really know by that, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. So here we go. We're going to continue on, and yes, we're now inside a clock tower, but we also have to deal with a lot of different enemies. Yes, there are Monty Moles here, and there are also bombs. If you haven't noticed already, this is actually my 2nd time recording this. 3rd, counting the fact that for some odd reason, my Vegas decided to freeze on me. I don't know why, but it just did. But either way, I had to progress onward. The only reason why is because my previous commentary was really depressing, and I didn't want to, like, depress you guys because of it. I really don't, because it's a long story, and I'd rather not talk about it. So we got the 1st star coin, making sure you time your jump off right, and you should be able to get it. Now, getting the later one is going to be a little challenging since it requires a lot of wall kicking. Yeah, I know, wall kicking is going to be essential in some games, but it's not like with Metroid, like Super Metroid, where you can just wall kick off one wall and make it look easy. And I get hit, but that gets null and void when I get myself a Fire Flower. Since if you get a Fire Flower while you're in Small Mario, you're automatically Fire Mario, which is a pretty nice feature. Though I do see more of these, like, cranes on the other side. There's gears. Yeah, I'm trying to get the right words for it, but right now my eyes are hurting. Yeah, I gotta make sure I take a break often, since I hardly ever take breaks. I don't really work as hard as I used to do, but okay, I'm just being blabbing on about it. But you get my point, right? The point exactly is that, well, yeah, this is really stupid. I'm trying to get the right words for it. But this is the reason why I don't script my commentaries. I really don't script them. And thanks for taking out the Monty Mole, I get myself like an extra 10 star coins. And I know by taking out another Monty Mole later on would prove to be a mistake. And my mistake I learned it the hard way, since the 2nd star coin is right above. Now, if you time your jump off enough, you should be able to get it. Though it stinks that I can't backflip, which really could have been helpful. Doesn't really matter anyway, since we're almost at the end and there's a checkpoint right nearby. Now this last part has you dealing with not only falling bombs, but even Tanuki bombs and moving rotary platforms. That really can push your mental, alright. But if you have the Tanuki shoot, you should be able to progress. Though using a well-timed Fire Flower shot should be able to take them down, which is pretty nice. And getting the third coins are either easy enough, since it's right there, you just need to let the path move for you. Yeah, since it's all like moving gears and stuff like that, just make sure you time your jumps right, because if not, you could really be in a bind. And you don't want to be in a bind when you're playing a game like this, right? Since once you die, you have to do this all over again. Fortunately, if you get any star coins like before hitting the checkpoint, after hitting it and when you die, it's actually saved. So I'm not worried by that. Anyway, now we have to reach the end, though we have to time our jumps just right. Though truth is, I really do fail at these sorts of things. Yeah, I failed it. I don't think it really matters. Either way, we completed Area 4. Admittedly, I am really trying my hardest on this one. Yeah, since it's Monday night, and pretty soon I gotta watch WWE Wrestling, since I've heard in the Royal Rumble that John Cena won the Royal Rumble, but The Rock is the People's Champion now. WWE Champion. Which is kind of surprising since he returned back to wrestling after having a movie career. Anyway, we've arrived at the penultimate area, Area 5. And this one we have to deal with metal saw blades that are going to get rid of platforms really fast if you're not fast enough. This is where I die here, but does it really matter? No, I don't think so. Because truth is, I try hard enough. And I hit Small Mario, which is an absolute shame, but I don't think it really matters because I'm going to keep on going. Though truthfully, I could have just wall-kicked my way upwards, skipping everything. Though I didn't really try it. Oh, and I also get myself a mushroom after knocking out a Goomba. And even better, I get myself a Tanuki, which is going to really help me out in the long run. I know, I mostly rely on the Tanuki a lot just so I can progress safely, but it's like the raccoon from Mario 3, since it really helps slow down your descent. Though it's nothing but like the cape feather, because the cape feather is like really goddamn broken. Yeah, I still remember Super Mario World, and I really enjoy it a lot. Almost as much as I enjoy Pokemon, especially Generation 2. I hated Whitney. I hate Whitney with a passion. Yeah, if you saw my old videos of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, then you can pretty much guess why I despise dealing with Whitney. Because of her annoying Miltank. Her Miltank is so annoying physically and defensively, it's just a pain. And this is where I die here, because I tried my hardest trying to like wall kick to the block, and it really didn't work since my timing was just too strict. But either way, I die. Not that it matters, since it's just minor. I die a lot in this game, yet I have so many extra lives. I'm not kidding. It's just minor annoyance. Anyway, we have to try this again. Though, unfortunately, we have to deal with these saw blades. However, this time, I'm fast enough to just get the Tanuki Leaf and move forward, because I don't want to waste any time. We're almost at the end anyway, since we have to deal now with a coin path, which nets you more coins. Though, unlike in New Super Mario Bros. 2, which doesn't lead to a coin counter, they just help you get more extra lives, which is pretty good. And if you get, like, power-ups afterwards, you get an extra 10 coins, which is pretty nice. Anyway, this last part here is that you're on a large platform, but the platform decides to break apart after hitting walls and getting split apart by saw blades. So the whole gimmick here is that you need to be on the move. You need to be on the way on the left to make sure you get the star coin and then move. Then once that's done, you need to be all the way on the right so you can reach the end. Though the last part is just basically you just need to run as fast as possible so you can make it. And that small blue clock gets you actually 10 extra seconds. So right now I'm just moving as fast as possible, and I gotta move fast so that way I can reach it. And I do. At least with Tanuki Suit, I always do it every time. And with it, we complete Area 5. At least with that done, we still have one more level before the final world, World 8. Though that's only basically half of it. Like in Pokemon Gold and Silver, completing the main world actually is only half the challenge. But the second half of the challenge is basically the special worlds. And I'll explain that later on after this. And here we go, World 7's Doom Ship, and this time we have to deal with moving rotary gears. Yeah, you have to deal with moving gears because it means you have to keep up or you're going to end up falling to your death, because that'll be a huge problem. Oh, and did I forget to mention one other thing? Magic Koopas you also have to contend with as well, since they can also not only move around, but can attack you from a distance, and that can be a real pain in the butt if you're not careful. And the Boomerang Mario is actually the most required item for taking them down, because not only can you use it to get star coins from a distance, but you can also deal with these annoying Magic Koopas like they're nothing. I'm just only saying that because you're watching my footage right now and you get it. Anyway, I think at this point you're supposed to get star coin number 2, but immediately afterwards there's a pipe leading up to the boss. But this is where I make my mistake and I completely forgot star coin number 3. Why? Because maybe sometimes I can be a complete idiot when I'm not thinking straight. It happens, it happens. It's just a minor mistake, and I covered it in an extra video. But this is where the real kicker kicks in. The audio I had for it was lost because Audacity decided to be a complete idiot. I don't know why, but it just basically froze on me, and to make matters worse, it basically corrupted the footage. That to me got me angry, though it's nothing compared to this. Oh, this is terrific. Now we gotta deal with these two in a handicap match. However, there are two exceptions to this rule. Thing is, Bam Bam will only strike you on the bottom, while Bo Bo only strikes you at the top with her boomerang. Though you can actually use her boomerang to your advantage. You can use your own boomerang to take hers out and counterattack. 5 hits with a boomerang should be easily enough to get you a free hit. Though the best thing about this is that basically you can actually get like some free hits if you're lucky enough. Basically, they won't attack you on the opposite sides, giving you all the time you need to strike back hard and strike back fast. At least I took out Bo Bo easily. Though right now I'm trying to take out Bam Bam. Though it's funny why they have to give these types of names. I don't know what they are, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments. Because right now I'm really tired and I gotta take care of Bo Bo and finish this. Not to mention I have to cover for the extra footage that was lost. And like that, Bo Bo gets taken down. Or the female Batman, if you can put it that way. And you net yourself more coins, so I'm not complaining in that regard. And that's about it. This Doom ship's actually pretty easy if you know what you're doing. Though you're going to see in the extra video why I completely messed up. Believe me, and to make matters worse, I lost the audio too, which is a complete and utter shame. I was just so angry that I lost it. Doesn't really matter because I do commentary on it, not that I'm complaining, since I've already recorded nearly all the footage for this game. You're going to be seeing it all week, especially on Friday when I complete the damn thing. Anyway, that takes care of the Doom ship. I make levels like these look easy, and yes, it's a running gag to let you know. Anyway, to get the third and final star coin, you need to be all the way up top here. You see the star coin moving around the rotary gear? Well, that's where you'll find it. Just use either a boomerang or just get close to it and you'll get it. That's about it, and with it we complete World 7. See you next time when we tackle World 8, and hopefully looking forward to the rest of Super Mario 3D Land. Thanks for watching.